As traditionally fighting game coded as I am, I really enjoy watching and playing Super Smash Bros. At a casual level. I've been doing so for a long time, and it was one of the fighting games, whether you consider a fighting game or not, that I took seriously first. And there are two Smash stories that kind of affected my mentality as a fighting game player and shaped me into who I am today. They're not major stories, but I wanted to tell them to you. Now, funnily enough, both of these stories involve the same person, the person that I'll be naming Voldemort. I actually used to be friends with Voldemort, or he shall not be named, a long while ago. Me and him used to be cool, as well as another friend. The first story, which actually is later in the timeline, takes place on Smash 4 on the 3DS. Yes, it is not the most integral version of Smash 4, but it's what we had because I didn't have a Wii U. And it wasn't even with me, it was Voldemort versus my friend Vince. Vince is one of the main reasons why I got into fighting games. Now, to be honest with you, I could not tell you who Voldemort was playing at the time, likely a Pokemon character, but it was actually more important about who Vince was playing, which was the Mii Gunner. I'm gonna be real, I could not tell you how good Mii Gunner was or was not. They might be top tier, mid tier, bottom tier, doesn't matter. The point still stands, is that Voldemort was fighting Vince. Vince was playing Mii Gunner, and essentially it was my very own version of Justin Wong.
No, you're cheating.
You're gonna learn! This is the real world! You learn it early, son!
That's all you ever do in your house? I'm done playing now.
It was that for me, but it wasn't happening to me. I was watching it happen to someone else. And Voldemort was like, oh, you're spamming, you're just using the same move over and over again type shit. You know, the classic, the classic scrub quote that we all kind of fall privy to when we're first like playing fighting games. And Vince was already playing fighting games for some time. And he's like, oh, hey, you need to approach me. Like, you need to try to beat me. I don't need to do anything. Like, this is how my character plays. I'm going to beat you this way. I'm going to zone you out. It's on you to pretty much adapt. So that was a smaller moment for sure, but it was still a fundamental like learning lesson for me. It's like, oh, he's right. And one of the things I'll always give Vince credit for is he's really good at finding something cheap fast. Like, it doesn't have to be the best thing in the world, but it's just got to be good enough to be annoying to us. And he's always been really, really good at that. I wish I played more 5, actually.
Oh.
Can we talk about that? Here's a 9. No, I'm gonna die! Damn. Dude, you had 666. I mean, what could I really do?
GG, bro.
Love the game. Love the game. Alright, now for the actual moment in question. The King Dedede moment. This was also, like I said, related to Voldemort. Voldemort was actually the Dedede in question. God, I wish I had this footage. I was so stupid, I deleted it. I don't know why I did that. That was just one of those ones I should have kept around. Setting the stage, it was going to be the last game of the night. It was myself, Voldemort, and our friend Andrew. Andrew's been on the channel before, he's no stranger. And we were playing on Bridge of Eldin. And the competitive integrity is already out the window because it's the 3 of us playing at once. I could not tell you who Andrew was playing. It's very likely, I think he was playing Samus, I want to say. I could be totally wrong, but that sounds right. But to set the stage a little bit more, it was, like I said, the last game of the night, and we were all going random select. So Andrew got Samus, Voldemort got Dedede, and I got Marth. Now, say what you will about the individual tiers of the characters in these games, Marth is a good character. I'm not denying that Marth is a good character. It was 3 stocks against 1. King Dedede versus my Marth. And I don't really play Marth, and Voldemort doesn't really play Dedede, but it was still 3 stocks against 1. So essentially, I had to make some shit happen, and I'm not that good of a Smash player. But things start counting down. 1 stock. Now, I'm not counting my chickens just yet. I don't think I have this game in the bag. I don't even think I can come back. But I don't even have a full stock. I have about 40%. But I did get the stock, and I was getting some damage on the board. And before I knew it, 2 stocks. This was possible all of a sudden. And before I knew it, I had reverse 3-0'd Voldemort. And I had a little pop off. I was stoked on it. I wasn't gloating. I was just like, hey, like, let's go. I got it. Hell yeah. And the reason why we're here today talking about this is because the next thing Voldemort said. You can't even be proud of that. It's DDD. But Little Sen stood tall. He's like, oh no, you know, I don't really play Marth like that. Like, he might be a good character, but I don't really play Marth. We got the reverse 3-0. Hell yeah, we take those. He's like, and it just kept on coming. He's like, it's DDD, bro. Come on, like, you can't even be really happy about that win. Like, come on, that's not even that real. But you know, at the end of the day, I was just like, nah, we take those, absolutely. But it just kept on coming. To be honest, and I was getting the dude, DDD's a bad character. Like, he sucks. Like this, that, and the third. Like, I don't play DDD. And I'm just like, oh, hey, like, you know, I get it, but I'm just still stoked on the reverse 3-0. Deep in the back of my little fighting game brain, something was festering inside of me. So when the next Smash came around, this, like, that moment fundamentally shifted my mentality. It's like, okay, you're going to complain about your character being bad. Well, the next Smash came around and I was like, I heard Little Mac was low tier. I actually don't know if he was. Maybe he was good, maybe he wasn't, but I just heard that he was because his recovery sucked. I'm like, all right, like, he's low tier, I'm gonna play Little Mac. And for a little blip in time, I was dedicated to the mentality of, I want to be so nice at this game that it doesn't matter who I pick, I'm gonna beat your ass. With that said though, that is not a good long-term mentality to have, because you're gonna end up playing characters you just don't enjoy. Like that, there's a completely different lesson there. But that was a little bit of a moment in time. What Sen was like, oh, okay, like, you say this character sucks, I'm gonna be so nice that I'm gonna beat your ass with them. And it all spurred from its DDD. And while that minor moment in the grand scope of things is rather insignificant, at that moment in time, and because I wasn't really playing fighting games like that, it was significant at the time. But it was something that always stuck with me, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. Now, here's the funny thing in all this. Yes, I reverse 3-0'd him, but there was items on, dude. Like, if there was a way to delegitimize that win, it was because of the items. Because you know what happened is I was in, like, not a full red percent, but I was probably in, like, 60 or 80. And then I got one of those M tomatoes that, like, decreases your percentage by, I think, like, 40. I actually don't remember how much it was, but it made me a little bit healthier. And then I got one of his stocks, not legit. I got it with the fucking rocket launcher noob tube shit, the firework cannon, you guys know what I'm talking about? So that's where one stock went. And then the second stock I got with the 3 pieces of whatever the fuck that you get. And it gives you like a little like targeting screen, you guys know what I'm talking about? And then if it hits, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill. So that's where the second stock went. And then the third stock was actually legit. That was me getting the kill, that was me doloing him. So technically it was a 1 stock versus 1 stock. But I still had like 40%, and he still had 3 stocks to kill me, even if I was getting item advantage. So, I mean, there's some legitimacy in the win, but not much. But it was not about the items that was the out. It was the fact that he was playing DDD. You know, we'd later find out that DDD is actually not that bad. Like, he's mid tier, if not high mid. Marth is still a better character for sure. But it's not like DDD's bottom tier. I don't know why these characters are bottom tier. I don't know shit about Brawl. I fucking sucked at Brawl. Apparently my main man is low tier, so there's that. Those are my 2 Smash stories, and they're not like crazy stories or anything like that, but they're fundamental to like a certain mentality shift that I had towards fighting games. But I hope you found them entertaining to some capacity, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more, check out the rest of the channel. In the description, there's links to not just my channel, but my friends' channels as well. Anyway, see you guys later.